a lot of the foreigners I know who've studied there. Hey guys, we're at a difficult angle right now because I wanted to show you guys the slime that we bought. We're doing a Q&A, I swear, but I also, one of our Q&A has just been us sitting here doing our Q&A. We bought this slime a long time ago, actually. We've been meaning to film this Q&A video.
We were just walking on Hongdae and we came across this like new store, and when we went inside, they had a whole wall of slime.
And I've never done slime before, so I was curious.
But it came in this little kit.
This is slime activator. Do I put all of this in? Anyways, guys, we're doing a Q&A. I'll mix it. It's activating.
Oh.
Okay, Payton, first question.
You guys sent us some questions on Instagram.
Thank you for those, by the way.
Yeah. Our first question is it safe for a female to come and teach alone, and is it hard to make friends with the local people? From Consider.Soon07.
Well, we came alone, and we're female teachers. So, yes.
Yeah, it's safe.
It's safe. Is it easy? I think that depends on you. If you make the effort, you can definitely be friends with the locals, but you have to make in the effort. Like, people aren't just gonna want to hang out with you because you're a foreigner. I think you need to make that extra effort in that sense, because, you know, I think for a lot of people, as a foreigner, you're seen as a temporary resident, and so a lot of people might not want to go out of their way to make friends with a temporary friend.
Who is your fave BT21 character? I like the one Jimin made.
I like Koya, the blue koala, because he's sleepy and cute.
I don't know the name of the one Jimin made, but I think it's really cute. It's like a sheep or something.
It's a cow. It's a dog. Jimin's is the one with the tongue.
Oh, then not Jimin. Who made the sheep one? Oh.
Jin made an alpaca.
Oh, then yeah, that's the one I like.
I
always thought that was Jimin. I don't know.
Ridiculous. I know, guys. Don't worry. All right, next one.
How body positive are Koreans? I think not very. There's like different standards for foreigners, obviously, but for Koreans,
like a great compliment to a Korean person is like, oh, you've lost weight recently.
Yeah.
If that gives you an indication.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they, even for foreigners too, like they will not hesitate to tell you what they think about your appearance.
Yeah, they'll not hesitate to like grab your belly fat either.
Yeah.
It's not considered as rude here as it would be back home, surprisingly.
Can you tell the story of how you guys met? So a lot of people have been asking this recently, but I know we talked about it somewhere.
Did we not talk about this?
But we've definitely talked about it. It must have been in like our
older videos
a long time ago. But we both came to Epic. Like, we came to Korea with Epic and
to teach English.
Yeah, to teach English. And Epic has a big orientation where they put all the new foreign teachers together, and it's like it was on like a college campus. We had to take classes, but we were both going to the same city, so they had us in the same classes.
Yeah, and actually I didn't talk to Payton for the first few days. I don't remember when I started talking. We didn't talk until we
didn't talk at orientation.
Yeah, we started talking when
we had different friend groups
when we got to Korea. Oh, we talked when we were on vacation. And it was during vacation time, and a bunch of us went to Seoul, and we were at Gyeongbokgung Palace, and that's when I first started really talking to Payton.
Our two friend groups ran into each other.
Yes, so that was purely coincidence.
Yes.
And luck.
Yep.
Oh my god. Is this what slime is,
this
guys?
Is gross.
People are into this. Okay. Okay.
And the next one is how to find nice people in Korea. You kind of just gotta roll the dice.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know they're
How do you find nice people anywhere?
You don't know they're nice until you like talk to them.
Yeah, and I mean, I've met people who are really wonderful, and I've met people who I thought were wonderful who turned out not to be so great. So you really have to, I think the first place is have your hobbies and
choose all of this.
Yeah. And know what you like, and find people with similar interests, and then work your way from there. You gotta filter them like anywhere.
Next, any places if in Korea you would recommend for college students studying abroad? You mean like to visit?
Or to study abroad. I have a lot of friends who study at Yonsei University who really love their time there. So I think that one is the one I've heard the most about.
That's also where Bailey went, if you watched that video where she talked about her studying abroad experience.
I've heard it's really good for a foreigner, because they have a really great foreigner study abroad program, and also a lot of the foreigners I know who've studied there, they were able to really learn Korean at a much more rapid rate, they said, compared to if they just came here.
This one says, where in America would you want to move to next? Would you go back to your home state? I have to go back to my home state to begin with, because I need to drop my stuff off.
Yeah, I think we both have to go home first anyway, if we were ever going to go back home. I personally, I don't know, I'm from New York City and I love it there. So I guess I would just stay in New York. If I had to move to another state, maybe California, but I don't like driving.
I
Chicago?
am from the outskirts of Nashville, and I do not want to live there forever. I've never really felt like it was a place that I wanted to live forever, even whenever I was like going back to middle school. I think I would want to move. I love Chicago. My whole family loves Chicago. So I've always thought about moving there, or I also really like Seattle, and some of my family lives in California. So I've thought about all those places.
Why isn't it getting like less goopy?
It's really sticky.
My hands!
Ew, I'm not touching it.
Too late, I'm already committed.
If you leave Korea, what country would you like to teach in? I don't know how to teach.
No, guys, no.
That will be the last thing that I do.
So no country, because no teaching.
Ever. I'm so over it.
Next question.
Did you feel disconnected from many friends such family after living in Korea for a while?
I mean, I think that's a natural thing to happen,
Yeah.
because you're not there for the day-to-day, and you're not there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much easier nowadays because there's Facebook and there's Skype and there's Messenger and every sort of app, but we're also at a time difference, and I'm just not there for like everything that's happening, and they're not there for everything that's happening with me either, and a lot of the stuff they can't really relate to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like anyone who has traveled anywhere for a period of time, even if it's just like vacation, a lot of people find like when you go back home after even just like a vacation or like a study abroad or something, a lot of times if your family doesn't travel a lot, then, or your friends, like they don't really want to hear about it because they can't relate to it.
But even if they did travel, like no, it's like literally if you go on vacation, you come back and tell all the stories. People are interested for 5 minutes, and then they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah. So I think, and like that kind of thing, yeah, it's like 3 years of our lives. So sometimes it's like, well, no one is gonna care, you know, like when I tell them about things. Or they're gonna be like, oh, you're talking about Korea again.
Okay, but, like talking about something else.
Yeah.
Guys, this is gross. I thought it was supposed to be not like this. My students play with slime all the time, and it doesn't look like this.
Yeah. What is your fave skincare product?
Yeah. I've been really loving Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Oil. That's been really good to my skin. And I know that's not Korean, but you can buy it in Korea, so.
It is Belief Pete Miracle Revital Serum Concentrate. Which is like a serum. How old are you? How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm 25.
I'm not telling. I'm not 30. Don't guess 30.
She's not that old. You make yourself sound older when you say that.
Because I feel older. Every time it's my birthday, you're just like, it's one step closer.
To what? Death? How do you deal with homesickness?
I'm not really homesick. I think because I've traveled a lot throughout my life, and so I'm used to not really being at home, and plus I see my family when they come to Taiwan. When they go to Taiwan, I also go meet them. So I miss like food, like certain foods. But in terms of homesickness, I haven't really experienced it. I don't, even when I studied abroad, like I never got homesickness. So that's just like me as a person.
For me, my family's very big and we're like very close. Like I always see them like doing family things, like with like, you know, 50 plus people that are just like really close and do things together a lot. So that I do feel like I'm missing out on stuff. I don't really know how I deal with it. I don't think I really deal with it.
You just
It's
live your
like,
day.
yeah, it just happens and I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, they'll send me pictures. But
Maybe like you do something exciting here instead. I mean, if you're homesick, like there's nothing you can do about it because
Yeah.
you're like here, so you might as well do something to lessen the blow for yourself.
Nate said, when are you ready for your summer glam sesh? Get that makeup ready.
I don't wear makeup in the summer. It's hot, yo.
Do you want to do our makeup, Nate?
Does Nate
Is
want to
that
do
what
our
you're
makeup
asking?
again? Just wants to be involved.
Who's your favorite Korean band, girl or boy? So I don't like listen religiously to a lot of different groups, but right now I have been listening to and loving NCT 127, which I know I've said that in like that last Q&A.
So that might be her
video.
favorite group.
But I love them and they're definitely my go-to K-pop group right now.
I don't know if I have favorites. I have favorites of the moment. Like I'll listen to whatever is on the radio, my Apple Music.
What radio?
Yeah. But I will say some classics. I've always really enjoyed 17. BTS is obviously like a default, so like we won't talk about them. And girl, I really loved Leehi's recent release, as well as Somi's recent release. So they've been on my Apple Music.
How do you learn to let go? Like I just finished school and feel like all my friends are gone.
Get new friends. No.
I feel like there's moments in life where like it's just like a transition period and where things are changing and people are changing.
I think you have to do something for yourself at those times. Like you have to really think about like what makes me happy and what do I want to do, rather than thinking about the people who are also just moving and growing with their lives. Because I mean that is like that's basic human process, right? So we all have different transitions and we all have different phases that we need to go through, and unfortunately it's just things aren't always going to be the same. And I think that's when you really need to look into yourself and think like, what do I really need to do and focus on right now for me?
So if they're leaving school and doing something else, then like what do you want to do if you're also finished with school? Find something that you enjoy doing and then you'll meet other people too. And this one says, I know you guys travel a lot, but what is one place you never get tired of going to? I think Japan.
I love Japan, guys. You'd think I'd say Taiwan because my family's there, but jokes, it's Japan because like who doesn't love Japan?
Yeah.
I've been going there.
Go so many times and never get bored.
I've been going there since I was a toddler basically, and I still love it.
If you move back to the US, will you guys live together or what will you do?
We will not live together.
We've never lived together.
We've never lived together. I don't know why people think we've lived together.
Yeah, we've never lived together.
I think people mean like what we'll do in terms of videos.
Yeah.
I think, you know, if we do move back to the States, we will have to film our videos separately, because we live in totally different states. We'd still keep filming, but we just have to film separately.
Okay. This is really
It's not
doing
working.
anything for
I know.
me.
I think maybe the activator sat for too long or something.
I don't even like slime, guys. Why am I doing this?
If you could live in anywhere in the world, where would you go aside from Korea and America? Japan. What's your answer?
I don't know, maybe like England or something. No, I've not been. I'm just like, maybe I would like it.
Would you want to move back to America or to another Asian country? If I had to move, I'd really like to try living in Japan. I keep saying that, but like it's true. It's always somewhere I've wanted to try living for a minute, but it's really difficult because I don't want to teach in Japan, and it's, you know, I'd have to work for a few more years in order to ever be able to probably like move over there with my work or something.
For me, I think, yeah, like similar. I don't want to teach anymore. I would love to travel more around Asia and like explore some more countries, but I don't think there's a country that I would want to live in for like a long time here.
Okay. This one, how's life in Korea? It's good.
Doing good, man.
It's good. I would
Thanks
say
for
like
asking.
our personal lives are really fun. Our work life is like, you know, whatever. We just go do our jobs. So there's that. What is the most favorite thing to do solo for you? Like by myself? Be in my house.
Yeah, I love staying home.
I guess like most solos.
I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale. That's what I've been doing with my time.
Yeah, probably like watching dramas and variety shows at home. What was your previous job? I did marketing media strategy back home in New York.
I came from university. I worked at a library in university, if that counts.
Last job. Are you planning to stay in Korea long term? We made a video about that. Go watch it. What's your major? What did you study in uni?
I studied psychology and French. That's what my degrees are in. Am I using either of those? I guess I use psychology on like a daily basis, but French, no.
I studied marketing and international business. Things you miss the most of your hometown. Food, guys. The food in New York. Oh, the restaurants.
I miss the food and the people.
And my dogs. Those are nice.
I miss like the homey, like everyone just like is nice and kind and friendly.
You're not kind and friendly.
No, it's different.
Okay. I don't know.
There's a southern hospitality that's not here. That if you're from the south, you know what I'm talking about. Does anyone want this slime? I'll mail it to you. Do you want this?
Those are all our questions, guys. That's it. We did it. Another successful Q&A. This is foaming. Look at mine compared to Payton's. They're different colors.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not touching that anymore. I need to go wash my hands. So thank you guys so much for the questions.
Thanks.
Hopefully we answered as many as we could. In the meantime, don't forget to
Like, comment, and subscribe.
see you next one. Bye.